Your unique story, our global audience. Global One Media.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Global One Media's exclusive one-on-one interviews with company executives sharing insights into their unique journey. This is a platform to help investors make informed decisions. I'm your host, Ashley Berry, and we're thrilled you're joining us. Today, Andrew Kiguel is here, CEO and co-founder of Tokens.com, a publicly listed company that provides investors with a simple and secure way to invest in cryptocurrencies. They're listed on the NEO exchange in Canada as Coin, the Frankfurt Stock Exchange as 76M, and the OTCQB in the US as Smurf. Welcome, Andrew.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
Great. Thanks so much for asking, and thanks for your time today. So, Zalphas. It's a term that has recently garnered attention in the media. It appears to be a novel demographic segment. Perhaps you could provide a detailed explanation of who exactly Zalphas are and why it's important to touch on this topic.
Yeah, so Zalphas is a term I can't take full credit for coining it, but Zalphas is a combination of Generation Z and Generation Alpha. Generation Z is 2012 to 2013, and then 2013 to 2025 is Generation Alpha. Putting them together, I coined it the Zalpha generation. And we can talk about why I think that that's actually something that should be on everyone's radar.
So let's talk about these Zalphas, how you estimate this demographic segment could be, how large. Perhaps you can elaborate on the reasons why this particular group of individuals is categorized together.
Sure. So this generation we categorize together because they're really the first generations to be fully digital. These are kids that are growing up on iPads with mobile phones, computers, all of these types of things. Generation that have grown up and now they're playing things like Roblox, meeting friends in the metaverse, all these types of things that for the other generations were introduced at a much later stage. But the reason why they're also important is they're going to be massive. By the end of this decade, they will be the largest generation in the history of mankind. This is going to be the biggest consumer group to ever exist, and thus why they need to be looked at very carefully, like what are their habits? What do they like? And again, growing up digitally, their experiences are very different than the ones that we're currently accustomed to.
So let's talk about products or services that tend to resonate most powerfully with this demographic segment. So we're talking about, they're born in the digital world, something that, that we were not. So, do you have any insights into their buying power or consumer habits and why that is so critical at this day and age?
I have some excellent insight into it. And the reason why is because I have 3 children that fall into this category. And so I hear about it all the time. Number one, they don't watch television in the same way we watch television. They laugh at me when I turn on cable TV because they're like, Dad, there's commercials. That's crazy. They stream. They've grown up with things like Netflix and all these other on-demand video services. Number 2, they don't go to the mall. When I was younger, I used to like going to hang out at the mall. That is how I learned about various brands and different products. They prefer to do all their shopping and their information and gather their knowledge online via the internet. And they're doing this in places like the metaverse. For example, Roblox, which is currently, I believe, the most popular metaverse in the world, has close to 70 million kids on it daily. 70 million, okay? Anyone can build in there. So Gucci has Gucci Gardens, Walmart has created a game, and various others that can create within this metaverse. And so they're there because they're trying to figure out, okay, as this generation is building its viewpoints of the world, what brands matter, what did the brands represent, this is where they're learning about it. The other thing is that kids, again, they don't buy things normally, they stream things. I like to buy records. I'm a bit nostalgic that way. But my kids are always like, why are you buying music? You can just get it for free on your phone. Like you just subscribe to the service and you can listen to whatever you want. So again, this generation will be the largest set of consumers that the world has ever known. They have grown up digitally. They will have crypto accounts before bank accounts. They live and function in metaverses. Things like AI for us are brand new. They will end up growing up with these things integrated into their life. And so, as I said before, we're going to need to adjust to them. They're not going to adjust to us.
I think it's so interesting and probably so true that you say they're going to have crypto accounts before bank accounts, which in a way is very good for your company. So how does tokens.com position itself to engage with this demographic?
Yeah, so we spend a lot of time thinking about this, and essentially we know this is coming. We know the tokenization of everything is coming, the digitization of everything is coming. So what we do is we've positioned ourselves to help companies go from 2D to 3D, from Web 2 to Web 3. So we're a B2B business. We don't have retail operations, but what we're trying to do is help companies understand, how do you capture into this demographic? So this might mean setting up a virtual store in the metaverse. This could mean, for example, we have real estate clients where we're creating customizable homes in the metaverse that then connect you to salespeople. This could mean creating an NFT collection for your clothing brand that can be either sold or given away. Or what's happening very frequently now is that NFTs are being used as ways to get discounts. So you go, you perform a certain action, you receive an NFT, and that gets you 5% off at the store. So it's a way of driving behavior and accessing this new cohort and this new generation.
So I guess it's safe to say that the Zalfas will be the main driving disruptive force shaping the technologies of tomorrow. Any final thoughts from you, Andrew? Anything you'd like to say to potential investors, Zalfas themselves?
Sure. I think that we see technology moving very quickly. Apple has a reputation for taking pieces of hardware and simplifying them for the mass public. Very important this week, Apple came out with their new AR/VR headset.
Right.
This is essentially going to be one of the tools that helps to take people from current ways of e-commerce and interaction, communication, education to a whole new level. I think you're going to see these types of pieces of hardware used for education, for work, for attending concerts, for socializing. And I think that people don't recognize what a momentous event this was that Apple, the king of hardware products and simplification and mass adoption, has come up with something that is specifically tailored to the Zalfas and to metaverse and augmented reality experiences.
Wonderful. Well, we really appreciate you opening up the aperture into the future for us. Andrew Kiguel, co-founder and CEO of tokens.com. Always a pleasure to speak with you, and really very interesting insights today. We look forward to sharing more about tokens.com with our audience.
Thank you, Ashley.